What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute, man. And listen, it is now time for Scary Hours, bro. This is the top 10 scary videos, too scary to watch at all. So y'all know the drill. First thing you need to do is make sure you lock your windows, lock your doors, man. Double check everything. Make sure everything is bolted down, cinched up, locked up, all that kind of stuff. If you got one of them houses that you got like several different locks on one door, you need to go down just like that. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at you. Whatever you got to do to make sure yourself is safe and secure. All right? Scary Hours, man. If you're new to the channel, bro, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, man, and join this fam. All right? And once you do that, man, all we need you to do is one thing. Just one. Don't look at me, look in the comment section. They're already telling you what to do. They telling you. Run the likes up, baby. Make sure you run the likes up. Let's go.
Because these scary videos are too scary to watch at all. Number 10. Invisible Playmate. Everyone has an imaginary friend as a child, but sometimes that friend is not a figment of one's imagination. Posted on TikTok, this creepy clip shows an imaginary friend come to life. A police officer finds a little girl named Ava in the dark, playing around on a swing set. She appears to be alone. He radios back to base saying that he's located the missing girl. Well, he can safely assume that he's found her. He'll also soon discover why she went missing in the first place. The girl—
Oh, she ain't missing. Her parents saw her do that and left her, bro. There ain't no way she missing, bro. They know exactly where she is.
Girl was out paling around with her friend Juliana, and Juliana's not done playing. She suddenly swings back and forth on the swing set beside the little girl, only there's no one there at all.
What's your name? Eva? Officer Aiming Base, I think I've located the missing girl. What are you doing around here? Juliana? Oh my goodness.
Is this just a trick of the wind, or did little Ava manage to conjure up a real imaginary friend? My guess is this is something sinister and truly paranormal. I think it's time to call the exorcist.
Juliana?
The little spawn devil would have been right there. Dispatch would have hit me back. They'd be like, oh man, where's your location? I'm on my way back to the station. I called it in though. I'll let y'all know she was out there. Hopefully by the time somebody get there, she'll still be there, but I'm gone. I'm gone.
Oh my goodness. Get over here now. Come with me.
Number 9. Mysterious UAP. Look up at the night sky, they said. It'll calm you, they said. More than likely, it will stoke your greatest fears. Published to YouTube in July of 2021 by Strange Activities. This scary video shows an unidentified aerial phenomenon in the night sky. From the sound of the footage, it seems like a crowd has gathered to look up at this strange sighting. The creepy UFO features a series of red blinking lights, and it appears to be hovering directly above. Suddenly all the lights flash on, brighter and more numerous than before. Then one by one the lights disappear, and the night is black again. While you may not want to believe in alien UFOs, what other explanation could there be? I'm sticking with the first option. Number 8. Fire tornado.
And they always say UFO like it's singular, bro. That looked like it could have been multiple.
It's fire season again, and America's West Coast blazes have blasted onto the scene, with over 70 burning across the coast to date. In Oregon.
It's one of the scariest things you'll ever see, bro. Right there. You can't do nothing but let Mother Nature take its course. Maybe hopefully you get an opportunity for some planes, helicopters, or whatever to fly in, dump some water. But yeah, all you can do is let her do her thing.
and where 2,000 have been forced to evacuate from their homes, the scary video has surfaced to reveal exactly why such drastic measures were taken. Posted to Twitter by NWS Medford in Oregon, the National Weather Service captured a fire tornado forming near Mount Shasta in California. These frightening, out-of-control flame-ups occur when ground winds encounter fire, whipping the flames into a tornado spiral of doom. In the video, smoke and flames can be seen rotating into just such a terrifying daredevil amongst fire trucks and other service vehicles. Horrifying and at the same time fascinating. Although evacuations remain in place as of this publication date, the blaze was being managed and contained. It's yet unclear what started the fire. Number 7. Scary Hospice Girl. A hospice in Korea becomes a haunted house of horrors. In this scary video, two scary...
Did he say hospice or hospice? What did he just say?
Number 7. Scary Hospice Girl. A hospice in Korea becomes a haunted house of horrors. In this scary video, too scary to watch at all. Published to YouTube by D-Dog Michael in May of 2021, Dochi heads to a hospice with a past, one supposedly haunted by hospice girls. Doshi says that he's brought a sketchbook to draw any hospice girl that he sees.
이것이 무엇이냐? 스케치북인데.
Before he even enters, he hears a sound that gives him pause.
설마 방금 들었습니까? 앞에서 무엇이 톡톡톡 소리 났었는데.
But he continues in his exploration. Once inside, he sees beyond into a back courtroom. He believes there's something back there. He delves further into the abandoned hospice and finds his way to one of the hospice rooms, where he hears a faint noise.
뭔 소리야? 뭔 소리야?
Like, imagine what that place smelled like. It probably smelled like, you know what I mean? I can just imagine.
Moments after, while staring at the reflection of the window, a creepy white figure appears to walk past, either outside or worse, inside and reflected in the glass. He later hears footsteps. Not long after, he says he feels like someone's following right behind him.
네 뒤쪽에서 뭐 따라다닌 것 같아요.
And maybe there is, because a door slams shut, scaring the life out of us all.
여기가 근데 진짜 미로네.
He hears a couple more faint sounds.
뭔 소리? 와 장난치나? 들리지?
And another loud one. After which he finally sees something in the darkness.
저기 있다. 저기 있다. 저기 있다. 합쳐.
A figure standing down at the end of the hallway. He says he saw the ghost's face.
얼굴은 봤어. 젊은 여자는 아니었어.
I'm not sure if he's talking about hospice, but if he should so happen to be talking about those places, like, would creep me out, man. You know what I'm saying? My mom had to be sent to a hospice, so I'm not sure. But if he is talking about that, I couldn't be in those places. I can't be in there that long, man. Places just mess me up. And now that I have that memory from her there too as well, yeah, man, I don't do good around them places.
And it wasn't a young woman.
And I was thinking this is what he's talking about, because each one of these rooms looked like they had just like a bed and like a TV entertainment system set up, like, you know what I mean, trying to make people comfortable before they transition.
And as the legends about this place suggest, at the end of this exploration, Dochi starts to draw the face that he saw. This is it. Do you see it too? I do. Number 6. Shadow boxing. The worst things to see are always in your periphery. Published to YouTube in June of 2021, Nuzzy Futz writes, "Notice this from the corner of my eye while at work. The boxes and lines are automatically drawn in by the security software." The scary video shows a dark shadow being trailed by blurry fog. The security box follows this creepy image across the screen, tracing it all the way to the right as it drifts upwards and off screen again. While the security officer might hope that the mysterious figure is a figment of his imagination, the security camera doesn't lie. The camera tells us everything and nothing at all. But if I were that security guard, I'd start looking for a new job because that place is definitely haunted. Number 5. Indian Baba. Wisdom does not always beget good. Published to YouTube in July of 2021, Om Vlogs describes the haunted location he's investigating in this video. He says that an old Baba, i.e. a wise old man in India, uses mysticism to solve people's problems here. One day he used mysticism not for good but for evil. He used it to control the most beautiful girl in the village, and days later, the pair of them were found passed away where the Baba once sat. Legend has it that their spirits continue to roam here and take the lives of anyone who dares to cross their path. This is where Om Vlogs dares to enter, right where the Baba sat. Getting there was in itself a frightening experience. As he is walking down a paved road, he hears something move behind him. Turning back to a tree, the brush is moving like something just disturbed it. It stops quickly when he turns to look, which suggests it wasn't the wind. Continuing on, he is standing in the road where he points out something further ahead in the darkness. It appears to be a figure wearing a red robe. It stands so still that you can't really tell if it's an inanimate object.
Pay attention to the animal though. That's what you look at. Look at the animal. Was he starting to kind of sense something behind him and turn around and check it out?
It stands so still that you can't really tell if
see it cut away before you could really see it.
Figure wearing a red robe. It stands so still that you can't really tell if it's an inanimate object. Later, the same mysterious tree branch brush that moved before is swinging back and forth much more vigorously. Is there a monkey in the tree, or is Baba throwing down some mysticism to distract us? Turning back to where the creepy red-robed being once stood, the figure is gone, but on the opposite side of the road appears a glowing light. It looks like a candle is the light on the ground in the darkness. As our friend is finally driving away from this haunted place, he views the red figure again on his vehicle's reversing camera. It is standing on the side of the road like before. He quickly gets out of the car to go investigate, but nothing is there but a pair of dogs, neither of whom seem the least bit disturbed by Baba. Are you disturbed? I certainly am, and you should be too. Number 4. Snowstorm Asylum.
Whatever that is, he taking it home with him. Look at him. It only appear, you know what I mean, in that camera, and then you see little faint hints of it outside when you're standing out there. He's following you home, bro.
Am, and you should be too. Number 4. Snowstorm Asylum. Don't fall through the ice of this abandoned asylum. Published to YouTube by Uncharted Travel in March of 2020. This scary video sees an urban explorer taking a solo journey straight into danger in the form of an abandoned insane asylum.
Ain't no way. Not only am I going in something abandoned, huge facility, but I also got to worry about iced up, maybe falling through the... No, man, that's no.
In Ontario, Canada, even more challenging, his overnight winter stay occurred in below freezing temperatures during a snowstorm. Will he survive? Obviously yes, but let's see if he survives with his sanity intact. Dragging all his recording equipment through feet of snow, the explorer arrives at his destination. It immediately feels like somewhere you don't want to be at all. With a floor covered in ice, it's probably difficult to stay on your feet, especially when you have female spirits encouraging you to fall. You can hear a creepy disembodied voice do just that when our friend is looking at the bathtubs and washrooms at the beginning of the video. The voice sounds female. Later, he almost does fall, but the spirit doesn't quite get her wish yet.
Definitely the most put together we've seen of any of the floors. Oh, I slipped.
As the explorer is descending some seriously icy stairs later in the video, he takes a nasty spill. It would be impossible not to with the amount of ice layering on these stairs.
Save time by going all the way down to the main.
That looks slippery. Look at this. He ain't did it yet, but look at this.
Later in the video, he takes a nasty spill. It would be impossible not to with the amount of ice layering.
Look at that. Look at that. Bro, you need to be holding on to that rail for dear life. I've slipped on ice like that before and had both legs in the air as I was coming down. No fun.
On these stairs.
Save time by going all the way down to the main floor. Just gotta be careful because these stairs are covered in ice and I'm wearing really small shoes. Oh, I just took a nasty spill down those stairs. Look at all that ice.
Shortly after, as he walks around the main floor, a mysterious sigh is heard in the background.
This place does not look any more fun during the night than it did during the day.
A sigh that doesn't sound like it's coming from him. Maybe it came from whatever made this noise moments later as he's walking down a hallway. Although he comes to a halt at the sound, he continues fearlessly down to the end of the hallway. As he moves ahead, there is what appears to be footprints on the floor. Another big thump is heard as he continues his exploration, entering an office room.
I thought I just heard something over there. Oh man. This is really freaky now.
Seems like he's not alone. Either this place is haunted or someone is squatting here. Which is worse? Take your pick, and then...
This was all water and I got soaked. Oh my...
The cracking ice scared everyone for miles and miles around. He continues on and it doesn't stop.
That would be it, bro. I'm out of there. What is you doing?
Something falls out of sight again, and then again he cracks through the ice.
Hello?
He takes a deep breath in as he turns the corner, only to find no one there. As he's about to wrap his night up and head to his tent, his flashlight goes out. He's literally in pitch black darkness, and that's when he hears a sound again.
Actually, just went out. Oh, please, come on. I don't like this. What was it?
He somehow makes his way through the gauntlet of the ice using just the light from...
Yo, people kill me when they hear a sound. They're like, what was that? Who cares? It's time to go. I mean, it shouldn't be no noise made by the person who heard something. Only running should be the noise you hear. And that should be by you.
His camera. Everything around him looks like it could be a figure, ready to pounce, especially whatever this is as he climbs the stairs.
Sorry, but the only light that I have is this flickery headset of mine to get me home. Good thing we're almost at the end of this tunnel. I swear I did not plan this. My flashlight is legitimately dead, as you can see.
Looks all too spooky, like a person or a ghost standing in a robe. What is it? Just ice? Or do we finally have an answer to what's been making all the racket? Number 3, Midnight Walker. Security camera footage often reveals that the living are the only ones to secure ourselves against. Published to YouTube by Rent Life in July of 2021, this scary video shows a ghostly figure floating in the air at night, captured in a driveway. A terrible scratching noise is heard on the footage before this thing appears. The foggy figure even seems to trigger an exterior light, brightening the scene and revealing this nightmare floating past. He looks like a robbed Grim Reaper. The thing soon evaporates as mysteriously as it materialized. Would you like to take a stroll with this midnight walker? Before you answer,
Consider like a dead athlete or something. You see how tall? Like super tall.
Consider where his final destination.
Right there. Do you see that compared to how tall the truck is? I'm pointing at my screen like y'all can see me pointing at my screen. Hold on. I'm gonna use my mouse. That would be the smarter thing to do. Hold on. Look, all right, here it is here. That's the top compared to the top of that vehicle, bro. Giant.
May be Number 2, Click Clack. It's hard to tell if an abandoned place is really abandoned, especially when it's this noisy. Published in May of 2021 to YouTube by a Japanese YouTuber whose username translates to Lemonade Shop in Omawide. This video was taken in what appears to be an abandoned restaurant. As he's exploring the place, the camera is directed at a stairwell when this sound is heard.
僕が入った途端
While water does seem to be dripping in the background, the sound is louder and more unusual. The explorer moves down to the basement where more noise is heard, this time even more pronounced.
今真ん中に
It makes him jump, swinging his camera around to try and catch whatever is in his midst. When he's in the kitchen, yet another creepy sound gives him pause. But he continues on without too much worry. Again, while near a staircase, continued sound is heard, almost like something is being tapped, not rhythmically but randomly. Although he spends a good deal of time searching for the source of the noise, he never does find it. Is the restaurant just settling into its old school foundation, or is something unseen having a laugh at this urban explorer's expense? I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it, but what I look, tap that everyone in a morgue has passed away except the
Why did it have to be a morgue?
coroner. That's the rule, but there's usually an exception to any rule. This creepy image, published to YouTube by Terra5, reveals that exception. A woman is laid out on the autopsy table, ready to be examined, only she hasn't quite passed away yet. She is seen clearly trying to rise up while the coroner, scared out of his mind, jumps back from the table in shock. The source and origin of this photo is unknown, but it wouldn't be the first time someone was prematurely delivered to the morgue. In 2014, a woman in Poland awoke at a morgue after 11 hours in cold storage. She was delivered there after her niece called a doctor because she wasn't breathing, and the doctor couldn't find a pulse. After rising, we assume from a deep slumber, she was sent home to warm up with a bowl of soup. And in 2020, a woman in the United States was found unresponsive in her Michigan home. After paramedics tried to revive her, she was sent to a funeral home and spent 2 hours in a body bag before she was discovered breathing with her eyes open. This happens much more frequently than one might have guessed, but is this woman another such case? Her horror story is a mystery. Prepare yourself for some seriously...
You gotta be a special individual to like work at a morgue, bro. Like, no way. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to downplay your job and your place of business if you own it. I'm just saying, man, no. There's no way I could ever be comfortable in something like that. No. Any little creak, noise, I'm like, looking all over. No. The way my anxiety set up, I couldn't last an 8-hour shift in there. Nope. It's too much other stuff to do in the world. You know what I mean? No way. But yeah, man, y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know how y'all enjoyed the video. All right? It's your boy L, man. Until the next reaction, I'm out. Peace. Y'all stay solid. Ayy.